But I would say it's similar to what I grew up in the Pacific Northwest. I didn't grow up in a Christian home, and I met Jesus as a teen. And so it was the same kind of idea of the Christians I met in France. Like, if you're a Christian, for the most part, not totality, but for the most part, if you're a Christ follower, you mean it. And whereas where I live now in the South, there's a cultural pressure to act like a Christian. And so what I appreciate about French believers is there's no cultural pressure at all to be a Christian. And so they stand out and they don't care. And they're happy to live their faith. And they have learned the art of navigating culture in such a way that they can bring up conversation. Also, I would say the thing I really deeply appreciate about the French is that they can disagree without hatred. Whereas in the United States, if you don't agree with me, then I have to make you an other, and then I have to hate you. Whereas in France, we can sit around a table, we can have a conversation. They'll even take the opposite opinion just for funsies.
Oh,
And that freaked
absolutely.
me out. That freaked me out at the beginning. I'm like, "Oh, they must hate me." And then they change their opinion. I'd be so confused. And then at the end, they kiss each cheek. And I'd be like, "I thought you hated me because you disagreed with me." But no, they just wanted to have a good conversation. And so I'm so indebted about that.
That is something I remember learning at school, is to take various positions of a particular issue and have to defend
Yeah.
it. Very much like my son took speech and debate in high school. It was very similar to that, where you
Mhm.
take a position. But yes, you don't have to hate each other because you disagree. But see, I find my husband and I often have this conversation that because France or Europe in general, there's more than two sides to everything, right? Whether
Yes, it's
it's
nuanced.
politics or whatever. I mean, it's plural in so many different ways. We have, I don't know, 10, 12, 15 political parties. So it's not like it's one side or the other. And same thing with church. It's not like you're Christian or non-Christian. There's so many different options that, yes, you can't afford to make enemies of everyone who disagrees with you,
Yes.
especially when you are in the extreme minority of a Christian. And
Yes.
especially, if I may be so bold, when Jesus kind of does tell us not to hate the other, no matter how different, right?